Hello, wonderful Ramily. The day has arrived to officially start our professional learning for this school year. In the email that includes this video, you will be able to view this spreadsheet, which shows the names of your amazing group mates, your selected topic of learning, and the planning period during which your group will meet. Once you've designated a learning location, someone from your group will email that information to your SDT, and it will be populated in the spreadsheet as well. One other critical element to this spreadsheet is the hyperlink to your group's capture sheet, which will serve as home base for your group's learning. Let's take a closer look. At the top of everyone's capture sheet, you'll see the cycle number, semester, and year. Each semester will include 4 cycles of learning, the aspects of which are captured in the graphic. Below the graphic, you'll see the topic of your group's selected study. Scrolling down, you'll see a few team builder questions. For this inaugural cycle, there are 3 questions to which you should respond by the end of Monday. Always be sure to include your name, so your peers are not left wondering who loves to vacation at the beach and who loves to ski. Next, you'll see the learning materials and the reminder to read, watch, or listen to the learning prior to your group's in-person meeting. There will be hyperlinks to the digital resources, and if the learning takes the form of an article or written text, hard copies will be provided in your mailbox. There's also a reflection question on which you can think or choose to respond to within the document. Next, we come to the experimentation step. We're doing this reading and learning for a reason, and that reason is to continuously improve our instructional practices. Thus, in this step, you will find a charge that asks you to apply the learning to your instructional practices. In this section, you will also find a resource or guide related to collecting data as you experiment. Now we arrive at the collaboration step. This is the part where your group meets in person once a month. A word about logistics and attendance. You've been grouped so that you can meet during your plan period. That being said, every group has the power to decide to meet at lunch or after school instead of during the plan period. Please just let your SDT know if that is the group's decision. In collaborative learning, every person's voice contributes to the growth of the group. While attending your Power Peer Group meeting is a requirement and an expectation, we know that life happens. As a professional courtesy, if you're unable to attend a meeting, please let the following people know in advance: your group mates, your RT, administrator, and the SCT. All Power Peer Group meetings are scheduled on Wednesdays, so there will be a makeup gathering after school on the Thursday, the day after the regularly scheduled meeting. So, what will you be doing at your Power Peer Group meeting? The simple answer is talking. Each cycle will necessitate different discussion questions. For example, in this first cycle, the guiding questions are connected closely to the learning texts and to what steps you might take as you begin your instructional experiment. In the next cycle, these questions will be connected more closely to the artifacts you've collected and problems of practice. Each meeting, your group will designate a note taker who will capture the main points of the conversation. These notes will serve as artifacts, reminders, and possible jumping off points for further discussion with your department members, RTs, and the SDT. The work that we do is both hard and important, especially when we're stretching ourselves and taking risks. Words and memes of encouragement for your peers are welcome at all times during the cycle. Finally, we arrive at the reflection step. This is arguably one of the most critical steps in the learning cycle, though it is often skipped over or unsupported through traditional professional development. One of the powers of the Power Peer Group structure is the time that is given for each individual to analyze one's own classroom data and use that information to determine what instructional practices should be kept, upgraded, or scrapped. There are 3 sections of the reflection step with lots of guiding questions. Please note, you don't have to answer every question. These are suggestions to prompt your thinking about how things have gone and what you'd like to keep in mind as you begin the next cycle. Over the course of the semester, your SDT will continue to provide resources, coaching, feedback, and encouragement. We have an amazing staff who possess countless superpowers. Through learning, experimentation, collaboration, and reflection, we will continue to grow as educators, knowing that our work every day means so much in our students' lives.